All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Reset. Grenade T.
58 to Mike.
Alert.
66. Bullet. High. Let's get that ball.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
9 of them.
On first down, it's Watson. And incomplete to open things up.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
9 of them.
Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
For the set. 19.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
55.
On first down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Leo, get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
90, ball. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
At the 36-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Taylor, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On second down, it's Evans. Got some real estate inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Better bring it. You better bring it.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Kill.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Grant. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. Throwing again on second down. Watson, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Watson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Texans have taken the lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
This is taken at the 3. Fights through and now a crease. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now again, right side. It's Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got him, on me.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A Raider first down, 17 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, the 30, 20, 10. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 63 yards.
First down, Raiders.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hard. Snap.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's tight right here. He's tight.
Taylor. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, we got four. We got 4 down. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
18 more yards. That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 18-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st
Keep
and
playing
10
hard.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year, that's the NFL record. Things turn out
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
58.
Watson. He's got Fuller. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air, but the defenders are grabbed as well.
But into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys have now moved out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Raiders take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Where's the set? Hey, 59. 19.
Here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Like 88.
Double tight.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Miller.
Let's go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. We got three. Three down.
Alert. Hey, we got time to go.
Now Watson to throw again. Right over the middle by Grant. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
42, Jet Bomber. 42, Jet Bomber. Hey, 59.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. 30. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
All day. Don't throw this way.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will get them one closer. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, 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 hey. Pilot, 64, weak. Lead dribble.
Looking to throw on second down. Miller, he's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 64 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Badgley on for the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Check your hot read.
They run with Taylor, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
What is that? Good 18.
Watch tight. Tight end right. 4
On 2nd and 12, Watson throwing the out route and complete. That's Gilbert. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good set. Good AT.
Mike 29. Go, go, go.
24.
29 is the Mike. Mike 20.
Hustle.
Silver.
29 of go.
Watson on third down.
Get ready.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Set, ready. 18, Gator.
It's coming this way, Here we go.
Greystone, travel.
Switch gears.
Go. Go.
Now Miller, operating from the gun. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Texans 42. Raiders.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 soft.
You gonna get this?
Hey, Haywood.
You think you gonna get this?
Now.
Here's Miller off the play fake. It's Kelsey on the grab. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, here we go. Blue draw corkers. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. There he goes left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch.
Taylor. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Yeah, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Out of the gun, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gilbert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're set. 19. 29. Hey, defense, let's go.
Hatchet.
On first down, Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
59. We got this. 29 is the mic.
Now it's Watson.
Let's go, baby.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of the guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rock it. Shoot.
Miller from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. There on 3rd down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one, because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
That's it, baby.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Check.
Look, squeeze. Lead grip.
Now they try the right side here. Gets around him. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And they give this time to the tailback. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check, bunch it.
Watson throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The give to Taylor. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Raiders Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Spill. Hey, zoom. Now.
Operating from the gun. Miller under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, 5, and he will have a touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are back within a single score. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of get it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
65, 65.
Now a handoff looking right. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
On the double. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come to my world. We want. Topper, topper.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Looking to throw. Miller. This is Johnson. He's got it. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field. He's going to put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Ready?
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down. Today's final score.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long from Houston.